Hello, good morning. Welcome to another Monday Moose. I'm Graham Campbell, and this is
I'm Liz from Liz Henson Photography.
brilliant. Another special guest on Monday Moose, and we're delighted to have you, Liz. Thank you for coming in. We'll talk to Liz in a minute, but first of all, I've just got a few things, as ever, to say about the social media world, and we're very fortunate, actually, for the last week, although our clients might not agree, that one of our clients has gone viral again. A bit of a humble brag, but they went viral at the back end of last week with a post that went out to over 750,000 people, had over 750 comments and about the same in direct messages as well, and had to sort of handle that as a small business as well. And so what I thought we would talk about is, what do you do if that happens to you? In a positive way, I'll talk about. There are potentially different ways to handle this if you go viral in a negative way. But let's say everything is wonderful and all of a sudden one of your posts as a small business takes off and you get 100, 1,000 times more sort of shares and interaction than you are used to. What do you do? So if I sort of break it down for you, the first thing to do is, one, not panic. Okay, keep calm, and that sort of applies if it's negative as well. Don't just immediately knee-jerk a reaction. Just have a little time to consider what's going on. The second one would be call us at Moose. Even if you're not a client or you've already got somebody managing, just give us a bell. We know our way around managing these situations for small businesses. It's happened a few times for us now, and we can put one or two things in place for you that will make your life a little bit easier. Because while it's a good thing, the implication on your time and how it eats up your day, as much as anything else, is going to need to be considered. So first of all, don't panic. Secondly, call us, and then thirdly, have a system of engagement. Now, sometimes you can go viral in terms of the amount of people that see it, that share your engagement, but then they don't potentially interact much in terms of needing feedback from you. You sort of want that. That's great. You can just carry on as normal, perhaps with one or two thank yous interspersed throughout the day. But if you're needing to sort of give some feedback about what people are posting in response, then have a system. Okay, first of all, have a holding response. Now, a lot of the time we say not to have automated responses, but if you're a small business and all of a sudden you're flooded with 1,500 inquiries, what are you going to do? Yeah. So have an automated response that's just saying, thanks for your inquiry, we'll get round to you as soon as we can, and get round to people, okay? The other thing is to think about how you can aggregate all these questions or things that are coming in, and perhaps section them out so that you can get a more generic response to things, and therefore it's a bit of a copy and paste exercise, which isn't great, but you're going to need to marry off sort of quantity as well as quality. Okay, you've just got to need a solution, and if the quantity becomes too much even for that, then I suggest that you get in touch with your web developer or do it yourself and have some sort of formal response on your web page and send people the link. You don't have to reply to everybody within the normal rules of what we would say on other social media channels on the day-to-day. If you're used to getting 1, 2, 5, 10 comments and you respond normally within however long you normally set aside for that, and Facebook gives you indications of what you should be doing within 15 minutes, within half an hour, within an hour, that's fine. But those rules don't apply when you've got volume like you do when it goes viral. And so don't think you're beholden to that, okay? Get yourself a system in place and go for it. The next thing you need to do is maximise this opportunity, okay? All of a sudden you're going to have an influx of people onto your page. They're going to see this post, but they're also going to have a look around. So we would always suggest reuse your best posts from the past, things that you've performed exceptionally well in the past, maybe other viral content, get them out there. get them on there, because we know that the people engage with those as well. And the more people are engaging with a variety of things, the more times that people are going to come back to you, remember your brand, etc., etc. And then on top of that, think about a press release. If it's something that has got some interest and value, and it might just be the only interest and value is that the fact that 500,000 people have seen your post, or it might be that within that the reason they've seen it is of interest and is of value. If that's the case, get a press release out, and if you don't know your way around that, then there are plenty of PR professionals around that can get one out for you relatively cheaply. It'll be worth it, because again, if you get influential companies post like newspapers that tap into the story, you get some more shelf life with this virality, and you also get it out to a wider audience again. So maximise those opportunities. So I suppose that's where we are really. Don't panic. I've got it written down so I can remember. Don't panic. Call us. Have a system of engagement. Maximise your opportunities and recalibrate some of your best performing posts. Okay, sitting here as a social media specialist, and if anyone tells you differently, they're wrong. Nobody knows if anything's going to go viral. It's not a 1 + 1 = 2 exercise. There are a lot of variables that people just don't know the way around. Some things take off, some things don't, and we've had lots of content over the years that we've thought this has got a chance to go. It just hasn't, and then sometimes things go that you don't think will. So don't panic, put things in place, and away you go. And I wish you all the best. Maybe another time we'll talk about if things go a bit awry and go viral. Because I watched this programme with Talisa Konstantopoulos, is that her name? If I said that right, that is amazing. About what happened with her and the fake shake and everything. And I was just sort of thinking, sometimes, things go beyond our control. And how do you best manage that on social media? So we'll have a look at that another time. But now to the most important bit. Let's talk to Liz, because we're delighted to have her on. Liz has done all our wonderful headshots and all the things that you see on our social media. She's even talented enough to make me look presentable enough. So, we're delighted to have her on. But tell everybody on Monday Moose a little bit about your company, a little bit about what you do, and we can go from there.
Well, thank you for having me on.
No.
I'm a corporate and commercial photographer. I'm based in Rosendale, but I service anywhere across the northwest, even internationally as well.
Well, we like those gigs. Yeah, we do too. But we'll need to come and see you, especially if you're in, the Indian Ocean or somewhere Caribbean.
So I work with businesses for getting their images together for marketing. So whether that's social media marketing like yourselves, or printed, or on other online sources, so like your websites, anything like that, help you get your images right to make it showcase your business in the best light.
Yeah, and I always find, you can tell immediately, as you'll notice from this, the professionally done ones from the ones that are just, a little bit of click and clack off the iPhone or whatever they've got. Now, sometimes, you haven't got a choice. It's there and in the moment, and that's what social media is for.
Yes.
But if you presented a corporate face, you really have to have a professional in our area. I don't know many better than I don't know any better. I don't know many better than Liz, because she's great to work with, but just really sort of talented in what she can pull together for you. So
Thank you.
that's good. And reflecting that, you've got some good news as well, haven't you?
I have. I'm a finalist in this year's Rosendale Business Awards in the Sole Trader category.
Brilliant.
So,
Brilliant. So when are those awards?
They are on the 9th of November. So like you guys won at the Ribble Valley Awards, didn't you, earlier on this year? Hindburn.
It's all right. We're right on the edge of the Ribble Valley, so yeah, we didn't go for the Ribble Valley one.
That's having a moment this morning.
No, that's all right. We'll gladly take that we won the Ribble Valley one as well.
Yeah.
So up for the Rosendale in the Sole Trader category.
Yes.
Excellent. And they're on the 9th?
9th of November.
Are they in the morning? No, they won't be in the morning.
No, they're evening.
All right, that's okay.
I'm in dual capacity again, as well as being up for nominations. I'm photographing the event, so.
Brilliant. Oh well, you might not be. Moose have got a top secret thing going on the 9th. that nothing's gone out about yet. But I was like hoping that Liz might be available, but we'll have to talk about that after. And I still can't tell you. This is like keeping it secret. It's like really hard for social media people to keep things secret, but we are doing. So 9th of November, up for Sole Trader, Rosendale. It would be highly deserved if you get it, and if you don't, well then there's something terribly wrong with it.
Thank you.
Is it one of these that you can vote for, or is it just a judging panel?
Just a judging panel.
Right. Okay. So we can't sort of tailor the vote by going viral on social media.
No, like it's Sarah, is it?
Yeah, Sarah. Yeah.
Which one's she?
She's in the Women in Business Awards, the downtown business ones. That's in November as well, back end of November. So, good plug. You can come again. So yeah, in terms of and what have you got on over the next sort of few weeks? Is there anything exciting happening?
I've got awards. I've got football blogging awards as well this month in November. Product photography, so about 100 shoes for spring, summer next year. That's coming in.
Do you get to keep them?
Soon. No, I only get a single pair. I only get a single foot, so it would be rather odd, and they're not my size anyway.
Right. Okay. Oh, what a shame. You think that was a perk of the job, wouldn't it?
It would, but ladies we shoot it's like a size 4 in ladies because they're a nicer size.
Yes.
And same for men's, about an 8.
Who knew?
Yes, they look better though.
Right, okay, that's good, isn't it? There you are. If you ever need to photograph your shoes, find someone with size 4 or size 8. Now I know. I'm just a bit out of that range, but there you go. So the football thing, what's the football thing?
Football blogging awards. They promote any football bloggers. I think they're up for voting at the moment. If you go onto the FBA's website, you can vote for all the finalists. That's a voting category.
Brilliant.
So we're at Old Trafford after Rosendale Business Awards, so I think it's the week after.
Excellent. So do you do a lot of award ceremony type photography? Is that a big part of what you do?
Yeah, it's great getting to celebrate with everybody. There's always such a good vibe at those events, and you come out really on a high celebrating with everybody. So they're great events to work with. Yeah,
they're nice, aren't they? And you're not feeling like you're cajoling anyone to have the photo taken, because everyone's open for it, because they're on a high, and perhaps a bit. But it might be a bit like herding cats if they've had a.
Yes. Yeah. But usually they understand the PR value of it. If they've got a good image then that they can put out, say, on social media, so they've won, it works a treat. Brilliant.
So I would highly recommend Liz. We're going to be doing a photo shoot after this for Moose to celebrate our latest recruit and make sure that we represent her on our various digital outputs. And that, I suppose, is about it. I try to keep the social down to a minimum. I can't believe we got to that time. It's felt like about 2 minutes talking to you. Anyway, I must have rabbited on before now. Catch us next week. Have a great week in business, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Visit MooseMediaManagement.com. Straight